I'm just mixing my Cool Whip with my chocolate pudding. This is gonna be a super easy and delicious no-bake dessert. All right, and to make this mixing a little bit easier, I'm gonna grab a bowl and a whisk, and I'm gonna put that entire thing of Cool Whip. That was only 4 ounces. And then that whole box of chocolate instant pudding. And we're gonna add one more thing to this to make it extra delicious. And that is gonna be chocolate milk. You can use regular milk, but I just love when things are extra chocolatey. And this is a chocolate lover's dessert. Okay, we did about half of this, which is 8 ounces of our, bring in that whisk. And we're gonna get everything well incorporated. Cool Whip, chocolate pudding, and chocolate milk. Now you can make your own homemade whipped topping if that's what you prefer. I know Cool Whip isn't everyone's favorite, but I cannot get enough of it. I think it is so delicious. And we just wanna make sure we whisk this until that pudding is no longer grainy. All right, this is ready. It's so thick and delicious. It smells incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side, and I'm gonna bring in my 9x13 lined with parchment paper. And before we add that chocolate mixture, I'm gonna grab my graham crackers that I already broke into squares, and we're gonna line the bottom of our 9x13 with our graham crackers. All right, we did have to half some of those squares, but this is ready for our chocolate layer. And we're gonna kind of just like do little scoops so that we don't mess up those graham crackers. Just like that. So just be careful of that as you are getting your layer on there. All right, that looks beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and put this to the side because we have one more layer we're gonna make. So I'm gonna grab another bowl, and inside my bowl, I'm going to add our Jet Puff Marshmallow Cream. And this is the 7-ounce jar. I'm gonna try to get all of this out. It is sticky, so you gotta be careful when you're working with this. You don't want your whole kitchen to be sticky from this delicious marshmallow fluff. All right, let's get this all in there. Got that last little bit out, yummy. Now to make this less sticky and more delicious, I'm going to add a block of softened cream cheese right into our marshmallow fluff. And then for this one, you do have to get your electric hand mixer out because that cream cheese can be tough to mix in. So let's go ahead, get that in, turn it on, and let's start slow and steady. Ooh, she's sticky and delicious. All right, you know it. This is going right on top of our chocolate layer. Kind of do the same thing we did with the pudding Cool Whip mixture with our cream cheese marshmallow fluff so that we can get it nice and spread out. Yummy. All right, let's get this done. All right, I think this looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go ahead and add more of our graham cracker squares right on top of that marshmallow layer. Super quick. All right, and this is ready for the freezer. Now we're gonna put this in the freezer until it's fully hardened. All right, you guys, I left these in the freezer overnight, and we're just gonna be able to pop it right out of the pan because we have that parchment paper, and I'm actually gonna flip it onto my cutting board to make it super easy to peel back that parchment. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try these.
That looks so
Ooh,
good.
look at that. So this is my rendition of a frozen s'more. So great, you know, for the hotter days coming up, but honestly, you can make these year round. And we're just gonna cut right through the squares, just like so. Okay. Grab your little serving platter. And it is almost time to dig in. Look at those layers, the graham cracker, the chocolate pudding, the marshmallow fluff. I cannot wait to give these a try.
Are they good?
These are better than campfire s'mores. Oh my gosh, they're incredible.